What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. Guys, I apologize I missed yesterday. Obviously on vacation, having a blast with Ryan, Meg, my wife, Nick, and everybody else involved here. And Vegas is actually not as dead as everybody has been saying, but there is definitely a slowdown here. So whatever videos you guys have been watching about Vegas being super slow, many of you have been asking if it's true. I have to admit, honestly, it is kind of quiet in comparison to the last few times I've been here, but I think that's normal with the tariffs. Obviously a couple countries, not wanting to travel to the US and all that stuff. But we do have some content coverage here, guys, for you today. Before I start, I do want to remind everybody, content creator program is going on. You guys can see here, we are 3,961 supporters. We just got the brand new codes. So if you have not done so already, click that support button to get yourself 1,000 essence stones, free skill scrolls, mana power extract, as well as some level 2 elixirs. I've been sending those codes out while I've been here on my downtime. Everybody should have got them already. So if you're a supporter, use those codes now. If you're not a supporter, log in, get yourself into the support program, and I'll be sending you guys some more codes during the day. I'm back in 2 days, and I'll be going back to live streaming and doing more content for you guys as soon as possible. Now, there is something here that has been brought up as of today, something called the recommended build update notice. This is fairly new. I've never seen this before. So you guys can see here, a recommended update is scheduled for 8/7, so that's Thursday. You can proceed with the recommended update through the market you are currently using. So whether that's iOS, whether that's through the App Store, or if you're using the Netmarble app, any of those. Oh, also I guess Epic Games as well. So the schedule is for this reset, and they're actually doing a lot. I mean, a lot of fixes, which is a really, really good thing. And I'm hoping they continue doing this. Now, obviously, the idea here is to not have bugs in the first place, but at least they're trying to put things together and fix a couple of these bigger problems. So let's go over some of these issues and talk about what there is coming as a fix and what to expect with this. All right, so the first thing is fix the issue where the fan of the fire high fever effect is not applied normally. Now, if you don't know what the high fever effect is, that I believe is when he gets the full effect of more fire damage. I thought this one was something they already had fixed. We all had reported it. I think Mouse found it originally, then the rest of us made videos on it. So this is going to be a big one, which will probably improve the amount of damage you do with the fire fan as well as the fire bow, so the Phoenix bow. Then that's going to bring up fire damage even more. So if you're a big POD player or if you're a big guild boss player, this is going to give you probably a much better score than before. And this one here is going to be big, especially for those POD players who are planning to get the top server / the top world integrated world score to get themselves the brand new skin for what looks like to be the Demon King dagger. The dagger skin, right? So this is going to be a major update for a lot of people who are big fire fans. Also, they also fixed the issue where the instance, dungeon, and encore mission repeated reward pop-up is not being displayed, so that's going to be available as well too. Fix the issue where tapping the new costume banner in the lobby shows an invalid product information pop-up. I've personally never witnessed this one myself. I've never had any problems with the new costume banner, but I'm assuming some of you guys have reported it. Fix the issue where the challenge UI does not display properly in the lobby. These are all smaller fixes. These are not major issues. Fix the issue where when entering Power of Destruction, a different Sunjin Wu weapon is equipped. Now, this is an interesting one, and I'm not sure how this really has been happening. I don't think I've noticed this. I think it may have actually happened once, but I was like, maybe I messed up, and I went back and I noticed it was different. So this is a big one to notice, guys. So please, when you are doing POD, especially if you're going to be focusing on the world rankings, take a look at the weapon that's being equipped versus what you have on, and make sure they're correctly put on there so you don't lose out on all that. Okay, so that's a big one. Fix the issue where the amplification process of skill ruins or blessing stones re-entering after moving to a different area cause the amplified skill rune or blessing stone to appear as a different type. Another big one I've noticed, actually, this one has happened to me. So make sure, guys, when you are doing the amplification process of skill runes and blessing stones, make sure you see that it's the proper one before you put it in. Okay, so this is going to be one where you definitely want to check, because if it does go successful, you may actually lose the wrong skill rune or update the wrong one that you're looking to do. So this is a huge problem. Fix the issue where amplification agent quantity button and the view rate button would be triggered multiple times depending on the number of times the hunter left and returned to the skill rune blessing stone amplification stage. Now, I thought we were going to get bugs for sure. I mean, we know this is going to happen. It's bug leveling arise, essentially. But at this point, I never thought it'd be on the amplification agent quantity or button view rate section or the page itself. This is actually a pretty big deal because amplification currently is the biggest whale content we have in the game. And the last thing people want to do is have that mess up and then have to deal with the lack of ability to getting their quantities back of their blessing stones or the little new blessing stone capsules that we have to use. So this is a big one. So make sure, guys, you double check this at all times so you're not having to deal with customer service later and dealing with that later on as an issue. So fix the issue where the stage and story achievement status info is displayed abnormally. I've personally never faced this, so that's another one there that you guys watch out for. Fix the issue where, when challenging difficulties on the story page, a different difficulties reward is occasionally being displayed on the battle mission reward icon. Again, I've never seen this, but I've also not paid attention. So this one is what they're referring to essentially is, let's say you're doing hard mode, and for some reason when you finish hard mode, you're getting normal mode rewards rather than hard mode. So this is one, again, guys, if you see this, take a snapshot, put a screenshot together, send it over to the bug section, and hopefully you guys will be compensated for your rewards. Fix the issue where a chapter group is displayed duplicately when starting a story stage in certain difficulties. Again, not something I've witnessed, but it's there. Fix the issue where only one collaboration character is displayed in the Hunter preview. I've noticed this one. So this is actually somewhat of a big deal because that's one less ticket for us to have as free-to-play players, but definitely one that they have to fix because honestly, the rewards are fairly decent just to do a 5-minute thing to get yourself a free ticket. And fix the issue where Sunjin News preset is not applied normally when playing other content before clearing the architect's test. Again, not one that I've spent too much time on, but clearly an issue that they're looking into fixing starting tomorrow. Now, a couple big issues that they haven't addressed, and I want to talk about this one because this is a fairly big deal, is and you know one thing I do hate, I will say this along with this whole situation, is the fact that we don't get compensated for this. Right, I think that's a pretty bad way to do this for the devs. Like any bugs for any game that I've ever played, they always compensate at least something to say, hey, you know what, our bad. You guys are finding a lot of these bugs for us. You're reporting it. So here's some form of compensation, whether it's Essence Stones, tickets, whatever the case may be. But the problem is they're not doing that ever. And I think that's a little bit of a slap in the face to a lot of us players who are honestly putting a lot of work into finding these bugs on their behalf and then reporting it. Right. So I think the devs really need to start giving away a little bit more compensation, or in general, just any form of compensation for the level of work the community has put in to making this a better game and a less buggy game. All right. So here's another couple issues that have been reported on August 5th. An issue where a white screen is displayed when clearing the last mission to train become a formidable combatant after clearing all challenges. This is for newer players, obviously. An issue where the fan fire demon is applied abnormally. We talked about this. So a lot of these issues you'll see here are ones that they just talked about, but there's a few they're actually not fixing, but there are some issues they have addressed. One issue they haven't addressed, and this one is a little bit of a frustrating situation, is the fact that the brand new, I say I'm doing air quotes right now, you guys can't see me obviously, but the brand new Essence Blessing Stone that we had, the one where your attack speed is improved every time you do basic attacks, that is still not even being addressed. And that one has been broken since day one. And that's one of the bigger new blessing stones. And we have yet to see a patch for that, which I think we need to address more often because that's one that a lot of us have legendary of and would actually like to use and probably will make a fairly big dent in the amount of damage we do or increase the amount of damage we do overall. So definitely, guys, something if you have that blessing stone and if you can record a video of it, of the buffs not popping up or anything like that, I suggest you do so. I'm going to do it again just to remind them that, in fact, that one is broken. So there you guys go. A couple more bugs they didn't address, of course, is the big POD bug where Inio goes in the back and doesn't come forward. And that one is obviously causing a lot of lower scores, unless that's a feature. And we would love for them to address that because a lot of us think that is a bug because it makes no sense for us to build a whole team and then halfway through the battle have the team be only ranged and only range units can hit the opponent. I don't think that makes any sense. And I'm pretty sure that's a fairly big bug and one that's going to lower the scores for a lot of world players and probably turn a lot of players off from even trying to do POD until it's fixed. So I hope the devs get together, put that together, give us a little bit of an update, and fix this as soon as possible, not wait till the next patch. Because I think POD is one of the reasons why a lot of players have returned who are competitive players and are looking forward to continuing doing the challenge in order to get themselves in the top world rankings and, get that full skin for themselves. Plus, honestly, I feel like POD and BOT are the two biggest competitive contents out there outside of course, Guild Boss. And they may eventually do an SLC for POD because now we have world rankings for it. So I know a lot of folks are waiting for that update, and I hope that the devs decide to go ahead and fix it. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Again, just want to remind everybody, go click that support button, get yourself the 2 free codes. I will be back on Friday with full content for you guys again, with my face showing and everything. So thank you guys for being patient. I apologize for not putting out more frequent, but I am on vacation, and I know a lot of you guys understand that. Plus, it's my anniversary tomorrow, so it was a big shout out to my wife for our 10 years, and hopefully we have the best time for the remainder of the Vegas trip. And I'll share some videos and pictures with you guys when I return. And again, big shout out to everybody for, jumping on and just saying what's up and saying hi and being so supportive. Thank you again for watching, guys. Hit that notification, subscription, hit that bell. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.